The Magi here, and welcome back to the Stronghold. I'm on my primary account today to do my second ever draft of Final Fantasy. So let's drop a token and get right into it. All right, so let's see here. We got the Lunar Whale as a rare option, and Nature's Claim. I believe that is a new to arena card, right? Let me see here. Yes, it is. So that is absolutely the rare we're going to take there. Bada bing. Although I guess technically it's an uncommon. From father to son, yes, love a tutor and a rare. Zach Fair, very strong card. It might be what we end up taking here. Green theoretically is the strongest color, but in my limited experience so far with this draft environment, I haven't seen it. All right, so we got Phantom Train. That's a little bit more of a build around than what I'm looking to do. Opera Love Song, Slash of Light. I mean, these are the things that are supposed to be decent here, and I'm not particularly excited about any of them. I guess we'll take the Opera Love Song just because it's kind of an uncommon at this point that we could feel good about. Final Days is kind of meh. Cargo Ship also pretty bad. Fate of the Suncrist. Destroy target non-land permanent for 5. Boy, that's a tough one. I mean, I guess we'll take the Final Days, which puts us, pretty firmly in 4 colors. That's awesome. Revelation is probably the best card here. Kind of feel like literally all over the place. I mean, I don't think anything is out of the conversation at this point. All right, what do we got here? Lunatic Pandora, according to this, is the best card in the back. I'm not sure I really believe that. I'm going to go Argentum. We already have 3 Barretts and 3 Warrior Swords. I guess we'll go Sword here. Infantry, and I'm kind of feeling like maybe we're Boros at this point. Ooh, there's a self-destruct. I definitely want some of that. Alright, so it took us really to pick 9, pick 10, but I think we found a potential lane here. And just like that, it was gone. I mean, I guess we take the Monk Fist. Airship isn't great, but it's, well, I don't know. Which of these would I really actually rather have? I think the Reinforcements. We could still end up in a world where we go black. That is not a land. And wow, we got a Red Mage's Rapier for free. That's pretty wild. Wall of Omens, another new card to take. Yeah, I think we take that. We might even play it. I think we take the rare here. Not anything quite as impressive here. I mean, I think we take the self-destruct just for the collection more than anything else. Our pile may not even be playable when we get done with it. I mean, I guess Light of Judgment. Man, people are really loving You're Not Alone, and I'm just not sure how I feel about it, to be real honest. I think we take the Cactar as a value decision there. This is, what, Strixhaven Stadium? I actually have 3 of those. Would I rather have the battle menu? Probably, but you know what? We're pretty solid into a rare draft here. I'm just going to take that one, and that gives me 4 copies with 2 different arts. These look to be like a dime a dozen. So I guess we take the Cactar again. Finn the Fanebearer. I mean, I know I have full playsets of that. Something's gonna wheel out of this. Well, I guess we took Finn just on indecision. Not awesome, to say the least. We'll take an instant ramen. Maybe we can do something with that. I don't love the Cloudbound Mogul, but... Like, You're Not Alone is such a high pick, but you see it all the time. It's kind of crazy. Very nice. I want a Tifa, even if I don't play her today. Unfortunately, our green just is not strong enough at the moment. But maybe we'll see some other green high picks, but we are in pack 3. We'd have to pick up a whole lot. Because, like, after Tifa, we're talking about, like, 2 Cactars. Deadly Dispute, I definitely don't need those right now. So let's just go for the triple triad. I don't expect to want to play that at all, but it may come down to just playables at a certain point. Delivery Mogul, on the other hand, that's something we want. If only in the collection. We really don't have much to go get at the moment, but who knows? But that's a nice pick. What is this? Farseek. Oh man, that's a tough pass, but I think that's the correct call, all things considered. I guess we'll take a Fate. Gyot. Yeah. Eat these. Crystal of the Chosen seems pretty lackluster. I guess item shop here. Like, I feel like we drafted Boros equipment, but we didn't draft Boros equipment. We'll go Light of Judgment. Suplex might have been the better call there, but the AI picks here are still really sporadic. Think we take a Weapon Vendor? Feels okay. We'll take a late uncommon just on value. I mean, I guess technically Blitzball is playable. Everybody must be really early picking the equipment pieces. That's really the only thing I can think of. Couple more cards to pick. I mean, I guess technically an Iron Giant's playable, right? So we need to cut one thing. What's it going to be? I think it's going to be Haste Magic. Just don't think it's right for this deck. How's our curve look? Well, we certainly have things to do at 2. There's no point in playing Father to Son because we didn't get a vehicle, right? So let's definitely cut that. And I think maybe we just go Instant Ramen. What's our creature count look like? It's probably pretty miserable. Oh yeah, wow. So with that in mind, I think we cut the self-destruct and we go with another instant ramen. We got some interesting green cards, but unfortunately just not enough to really do much. Alright, let's take it into the ring here, and we're probably going to get it handed to us, so... Up against Fizzy. This feels pretty terrible, but I'm not sure it really matters, so we'll play it. Zach Fair, just such a good card. Guess we ramp here. Ooh, he's nasty. Does he want to trade? Let's see. That was probably the right call on his part to not trade there. Oh, I completely misplayed that. That was interesting. They did not want to... Okay. Interesting. Yeah, let's go with that. Oh, they didn't even do the sack. Interesting. So if we draw land next turn, we might actually be able to stabilize. That's quite big. He's pretty big. Sure. I was just thinking about suiting him up with the fist anyway, so probably a good call on their part. Oh gracious, this goes all the way to 5? Wowzer. That hurt a little bit. I think hesitating last turn and not swinging with the Iron Giant was a mistake. That's got first strike, so there's no need to block it. It's that 5/5 flying lifelink that is the real problem here. Yeah, we just lose. There's no coming back from this at this point. So we shall go to game 2. So that's an artifact we can fetch. So is infantry. Rapier, instant ramen, and Monk's Fist. Yeah, so I think delivery movable is definitely worth keeping considering all we have. I mean, this feels like it could be decent. Sorry about the lawnmower effect. If you guys are hearing that, that was not a scheduled thing. All right, you're not alone is not terrible. Are they going to take advantage of Torgal? That is the real question here. Well, not yet. Wow, that is quite large. I guess 2 lighted judgments really don't do me a lot of good here. Go ahead, nothing bad's going to happen. I may have lied. Are you shitting me? Oh my goodness. It's a surveil, not a college application. That's actually interesting. We're not close enough to actually be able to cast it, but to be honest, this game is getting boring. I hope it's more entertaining for you guys. Where shall you put it? Okay, interesting choice. That's a lot. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're dead. Quite definitely dead. Alright, so I believe it is win or go home time. And I got news for you out there on Arena. I'm already home. Wow, that is really bizarre. You know what? I'm going to keep it just to see what happens, just out of general interest. I already don't expect to win this game. Oh my goodness, the fates may be with us. Boom, take that, sir. Take that. Remember, folks, it's ramen. Or excuse me, it's instant ramen, not ramen, so don't forget it has flash. Boom. We eating good in the neighborhood. Well, we have 7 mana. Okay, so you cost me a combat phase. You spent a card to not take one. That was an interesting way of doing things. Oh, I was going to say I will block that, but as it turns out, I will not. Sure. It's the Blitz Ball. So next turn we can Iron Giant. Sure. It's the little guy. This is why Zach is so good. Hit me again. Ow. Now, next turn we can just drop a small creature and really take advantage of You're Not Alone. Not gonna lie, that would be really hot. I mean, it's 8 damage, but it's kind of what we have to do here. is what I am talking about right there. Not only a creature, but a hasty little thing too. Kaboom! Went and blew up the room. Now that's the weed eater. You got the lawnmower before. Now we're treated to the weed eater. Okay, I'm not sure what their spell did. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 and hexproof. Okay, I guess they thought hexproof was like indestructible or something. Hey, that's a win, y'all. That is a win. Iron Giant pulling it out. Yep, you heard that right. Alright, so I guess we get at least one more shot here, right? I mean, this is not great. It should not do positive things, but we shall try it. No reason to attack there. I don't like that. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. That hurt a lot. Oh no, wait, that is an equip 5? Are you kidding me? So I guess we gotta do that, right? While we have the opportunity and nothing else to do with our mana. Heyo. I like it. I like it. he did not kill it. I'm a little bit surprised, to be honest. We'll decline, actually. Wow, they're just taking it like champs over here. You must double block. Yes, that is correct. So I think maybe we got this one. Feels pretty good at this point. Yep, there we go. So that is 2 actual wins. My goodness. The bad news, of course, is we have to play on. But getting to 1,000 gems for a 3rd win would be pretty fantastic, not gonna lie. I mean, okay, that's not terrible. I don't hate that. Oh, I should have played Zach. I didn't see that I drew that. Shame on me. That's problematic. Thank you very much. I'm a little surprised I killed the wall there, to be honest, but... Well, shit. He might kill it anyway, I'm not sure. Yeah, he did. That was silly. I should have held the card. What up? We'll send you attacks. Thanks. That's really not okay. That's a lot of damage. Man, we are 1 mana short there. Are you kidding me? Sure. Yeah, that's a no block situation right there. I think we win this race, but I'm not 100% sure. Well, now we probably don't because they have more blockers, but... I guess if we draw the land, we have more threats, right? Perfect. Just what I needed. Sure. All right, so it's at this point that something peculiar happened. As you could see, I was at a pretty distinct advantage in the board state, and probably not more than a turn or two away from clinching victory oddities and top decks notwithstanding, you never know what's going to happen. But at any rate, I dropped out of the game and back to the main event screen. And well, I did what anybody would do. I clicked to try and re-enter the match, but instead I was brought into a new match. And let's take a look at that footage. Very disappointing. Got a little short-term rant, but I don't have any big stuff coming up for a while. A 1/1 with Death Touch, you say? Shucks. I didn't love that. Yes, that's right. Lose your entire board position. Down with the train. He's gonna get big, that's for sure. am going to eat you, sir. No, they didn't. They didn't even want to try and play that out. Holy cow, man! We have been up against the wall and just pulled 3 wins out of. Well, it's a dark place. Anyway. And now it's counting us an additional loss for the game that we didn't lose and we were going to win. That's kind of BS. But you know what? It is what it is. Got double packs and 1,000 gems. I'm really not going to complain about that. Well, the truth, in fact, is I am going to complain about it. For those that were paying attention, we went from 2 wins, 2 losses at time index 4330 to 3 wins, 3 losses at time index 5730, which means that final game, which I won, gave me my 3rd win, but they also credited me for a loss on the game that they didn't let me finish, and I was, well, at least I think, pretty likely to win. So, given my frustration, I sent off a very polite email on high to the customer service department of Wizards of the Coast, explained the situation, and even offered up not only my logs from the game, but offered to send them the video if they wanted to see it. They did not need to see it, apparently, because within just a very brief period of time, I received a refund and was made whole again. And I appreciate that. I've never had occasion to ask Wizards of the Coast for a refund before. And I had heard various horror stories from other users, but you know how people on the internet can be. My experience was very simple, very pleasant, etc., etc. Now, some of you might be thinking, hey, if it's that easy to get a refund, maybe I should get more refunds. And personally, I would caution you to that. I have heard horror stories from people who maybe became the squeaky wheel a little too much, complained about nothing, complained too often, etc., etc. And eventually, for those folks, the gravy train ran out. And Wizards doesn't always give the squeaky wheel grease. In some cases, it gives it the boot, as other players have reported to me that they received summary judgment and account closure. No questions asked, no refunds, no compensation for any real-world money they had spent over the years. Their account was just gone, along with all their grind history and everything else. So, you know, while I think there is no reason not to bring up valid points like this, and ask that justice be served, I would not recommend anyone try and get cute and abuse this sort of privileged position in order to get refunds that maybe they aren't really deserving of, because eventually I think it's going to bite you in the tuchus. And of course, I want to take this opportunity to thank my supporting patrons, because being a small content creator comes with big bills. And I just couldn't do everything that I do without their monthly support. Thanks, guys. And of course, if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful in your arena experience, we have a few suggestions for what you could watch next.